we can upgrade our fonts by loading in new ones with just a few clicks. These are three of my favorite fonts. The top one, we've got Fig Tree, we've got Bass, and then for the final one, we've got Industry Ink Outline, which works nicely for a construction drawing stamp. Now, actually loading these into ArchiCAD is pretty quick and easy. If we type in Google Fonts into Google, we go into Google Fonts. Up the top here, we can search for different fonts. So if we type in Bass, and click, it will then show us a preview of that font, which we can then go get font, and we can go download all three, which is then going to pop up in a zip. If we now double click to open up the zip folder, and then click on Bass New, we'll click on Bass, and then if we double click the true font file type, this one just here, it's going to show us a preview of that text. From here, all we need to do is click install. Now for them to actually load in, I typically save my ArchiCAD file, then we go ahead and close it. And when we reopen the ArchiCAD file, if we click on our text and we go to font type, we should then be able to find the font. Now a little shortcut, when we're in the actual font type section, if we just tap the first letter of the font that we're looking for, say B, it's going to bring us down to the B section of the fonts. Similar, if I type in I, it's going to bring me down to the I's. Now for this industry outline font, this is a very specific font, which I've found in the Adobe fonts. So Google Fonts is typically free, while with Adobe, you typically have to have a paid account. I've got the Adobe suite, which also allows access to their font library. Now to add fonts from Adobe, it's a similar type process. We just go add family, click on, and then it'll just say fonts added to Adobe apps. We'll go OK. Now, same thing, you'll want to repeat the process, save, exit out, open back up so that the fonts are loaded in the ArchiCAD file. One thing that can make a massive difference of how the fonts actually look though, if we go into the settings with the font selected and go Control T, is the actual spacing of the font itself. So here we've got our width, and here we've got the leading, which is say the height, like how much spacing is between the words. So at the moment I've got the spacing reduced. So if I brought that back up to say 100% and we go OK, you'll see that they're much more spaced out. Personally, I like it much tighter, so I bring that into about 70. Playing with the width and the spacing can have a massive effect on the actual aesthetic of the font, so I'd highly recommend having a bit of a play with it. To get even more out of ArchiCAD, I think you'll love this video just over here, where we cover how to explode a PDF into your current view, which turns it into lines that you can then edit. You don't want to miss out on this one. Go on and check it out.